Last time on Zeo to Hero, Mighty Morphin Conspiracy Theories.
Don't touch me!
Casey, we're here for the cookies! Put them down!
Don't want to say the word, but I'm danged if I do and I'm danged if I don't.
Casey, it's a sacrifice for one of your children. Which one is it?
And I've never enjoyed a cherry pie as much as that moment in that house with that for the first time in a time.
Sign the dotted line admitting that JDF is the greatest ranger of all time.
When they zoom in on it or they come into a scene and there's some guy who's like, and I said, hey, that's not my car, that's my chicken. And then someone's like, ah! And you're like, what? Ah! Ah! Ah!
Welcome again to this episode of Zeo to Hero. I hope all you grid travelers have found the right podcast to listen to.
I just got TikTok, so I'm making my way through.
Yeah, I didn't know
stuff.
that was you at first. I was like, oh, that's cool,
Yeah.
a conspiracy thing. And then I saw you tag me in a video. I was like, wait a minute, that's...
Who the hell?
That's Casey. I was like, oh, hell yeah, follow this dude back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's funny because I know you guys have said, you guys told me last time that it's like, dude, you got to do TikTok because, man, like, it's amazing the traction. And so I made a TikTok for that and I made a couple videos and it went pretty well. A couple, I got some good views on it. And then I did one for my, the music store I work for. And I have a video that's like how to hold a clarinet. And it's like got like 8,000 views already. I posted last week. I was like, holy crap.
What the hell?
Which honestly, when you're a local place, like a brick and mortar, is TikTok really going to bring in a lot of sales? Probably not. But my boss is like, holy shit, 8,000 views. Like she just think that's amazing. So it's like, okay, well, if you're happy, then
I'm just saying, if you go on a conspiracy theory stuff for Power Rangers on TikTok, just be warned. You're going to get people. They're like, oh, no, actually, that never happened,
Yeah,
well,
there's some toxic people out there, by the way.
I do. It's funny because my videos, I get people all the time who like, okay, I really only do conspiracy videos about stuff I think could be true.
Right.
I never do something because I'll get people all the time who go, well, the way I like to think of it is that actually RJ never really was a master, and what he did, and it's like, no, it's in the show. Yeah, RJ is a Paishwa master, and they're like, no. But in my idea is that he isn't, and it's like that's not a theory.
Yeah,
that's a like you just want to change the story.
Yeah,
and that's what that's the thing that kills me is so many comments.
Yeah,
I get people who just want to make stuff up, and it's like that's not how it goes.
I made a theory, like I was watching an old episode, and I was like, hold on, the Dear John letter. Yes. And I was like, I kind of like pieced it together because like she never mentioned the guy's name. She never said she was dating anybody. I was like, at some point, that letter could have been about Jason, because they end up in the Turbo movie together.
That's true.
So like,
I mean, the famous, everybody wants it to be Skull.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I don't think they were dating. I just don't. I think they were just hanging out with their friends.
And it was just like pure speculation.
But that's just me.
My theory, as far as back then, is that I think Tommy was screwing around with Aisha.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because there are way too many episodes where they're just walking in and cute little Aisha is walking around right next to him. And then they see Kimberly and they're like, oh, hey, see you later. And then Aisha's like, oh, bye. And she leaves. And it's like, what? Because
someone had the jungle fever.
It's like, isn't Aisha like Kim's best friend? So why is she leaving all of a sudden? I'm like, I think they were shacking up.
Yeah.
Like when I
don't know. I feel like Tommy was kind of an a-hole too, to be fair with you. Like he was super aggressive as the Green Ranger. Like when he first showed up, he was super aggro the entire time. Yeah. And okay, dark magic, sure. Then he tries to be like the good guy, and then he like overtakes Jason really quickly as a leader. He kept challenging Jason's leader.
Yes.
And so I think and then when Rocky shows up, he's just like, I own this place now. It's fine.
I want to do a video on this someday. And what I want to do is to get like several different people like you guys or some other people who could like, we'll do little patch discussions throughout the video because
hell yeah.
I really think that like Tommy, of course, greatest ranger ever, as people say. But the thing is, when you have your stereotypical, you have your nerd, you got the like gymnast, sort of cheerleadery sort of person. You got the female who can kick ass as a martial artist. You got the male who can kick ass as a martial artist, and you got the African American dancing, loves life sort of character. You have like the perfect, like, you represent most people in some way,
right?
And then Tommy comes in, and it's like, what does he do? Yeah, he's just pretty much like Jason, but better.
Oh God, no.
You know what I mean? It's like, to me, it's like, that was a horrible idea. They should have found some other clique or some other,
right?
I mean, I know they just thought Jason David Frank was amazing and he's a good martial artist, and I understand it, but I kind of feel like that was the downfall of that original cast, was that Tommy really didn't fit in. Like, I mean, he was already like, they already got Trini and they got Jason. They got the cool martial art people. You don't need a third.
You got Billy learning. You got you had Kimberly, who was the gymnast and the Valley Girl, and then you had Zach, who had his own style of martial artist.
Yeah,
martial artism.
Yeah, and Zach's, he's big. He's got a big personality, and he's like always happy and building people up. And Jason's a natural born leader, and
the one who didn't fit in was Tommy.
Yeah, I mean, So, he started dating Kimberly, and that's pretty much it. It's like, that's the thing, is I just feel like, had they not brought in Tommy or found someone different, it would have been more like, it would have fit in better.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't have felt so, we wouldn't have this discussion where we wouldn't have this discussion now about how Tommy is kind of overused.
Yes.
And overdone, and like it's like a well done steak, man. Like, you should have just had chicken.
Yeah. You should have just browned that tofu.
I got in this discussion with some people at the Jason Font thing. They were asking, like, what do you think about the whole JDF being done with Power Rangers? And I'm like, but I kind of feel like it's a little bit of like a kid being like, he doesn't know whether they're going to ask him back this time. And so he's just like, you know what? No, I don't even want to do it.
I'm taking my ball and going, bye.
I'm done. Yeah. No, I don't even want to play with you guys. Like, I feel like it's a little like that.
Si te gustó Mark como el Red Cornish Ranger, puede que te guste el Paca Zero Hero. El Red Cornish Ranger es un orgulloso socio de Zero Hero Network. Si quieres ver más de él o de nosotros socios, como Beck Rangers, Neon Lights y nosotros otros amigos de programa, síguenos en las redes sociales. zeotohero.
We can go with like a full conspiracy discussion now.
Hey,
if you want to, like, we can really nail it in, and we can have the full 1984 discussion on our podcast,
Christ,
which I haven't really had it.
No.
I have my documents and everything.
No.
Well, if you want to do that, I would do that with you, but I feel like I should research a little bit more about Samurai, because I won't, or just because I honestly, like, I really don't know what I need to go back and research Samurai more, because I watched it one time.
It's a lot of little things, man. Like, you watch it, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
There's a lot of little things going on here that just don't make any sense. Hold on.
Yeah.
There's a whole section. The fact that, like, Mike and Emily get together at the end, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they get together at the end, but up to no point that you ever see them have physical, like, any kind of, like, romance at all.
Yeah.
But you have Scott come through, like, I see what's going on here, because in 1984, you can't have, like, romance is dead. The only thing that's good about, like, only thing about sex is procreation. That's it. Sex is not a thing. You're not having sex for fun. You're having it just for procreation. And so no relationships, no dating, nothing like that. And so Julia has to hurt the lady who's, like, gets together with Winston, has to, like, literally break her hand to get, like, a note to him saying that she likes him.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah, they had to go extremely out of the way to hook up. Like, they had to go way out of the way. But Big Brother still knows about it, so whatever.
Yeah.
Like, when you read the book, you're like, oh, yeah, you get to the end, you're like, what the f***?
Can we just point out, can we just address the elephant in the room? that Kevin and Mia like to sit out little kids' houses.
They sit at little kids' houses?
Yeah, they watch.
Yeah, like episode 1, they were sitting out. Episode 3, they were sitting outside some kid's house all night.
They watch the kid's house overnight.
Yeah,
to like protect them.
Well, yes,
yes,
yes.
Well, yeah, but they were hanging out there the entire night, and they didn't even talk to the parents. Nothing. They're just hanging out there.
It was just weird. I was like, okay, first.
Yeah,
but that kind of goes back to my theory that Big Brother's like the Shiba family's Big Brother, and like. You don't question the Shiba family. They do weird things. You don't question them. You just let them do their thing.
Yeah. I need to, I don't know. I just need to look up more because I forget. I mean, like, and you know, the thing is the Neo Saban era, a lot of those villains, I don't really remember them. Like,
yeah, they're not real rememberable.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to sit there like, haha, that was great. No, it's like, what?
Yeah, like
they're just
the villain of the week today.
Well, in like even the main villains, like I just don't like if you ask me like all the way up through like RPM, like who was the main villain in that season, I could tell you. Right. But if you were asking me like, oh, who's the main villain in Ninja Steel, I'm like,
I couldn't say.
Some ninja kind of person.
I don't remember.
There's a TV show involved. I'm not sure.
It escapes my mind right now. The Samurai's villain. Like main villain,
because
me.
It's like because they're the Nylock. I think it's
Nylock.
Like, but
you had Nylocks, and then you had Xandrid. Xandrid was the big bad,
Master Xandrid. Yeah,
but he was such a boring big bad. There was nothing going on with him.
Well, and that's the thing. They just didn't have much. In the villains,
Serrator was probably the outstanding one.
Yeah,
one of.
You know who's a great villain? Decker.
Decker,
don't do that.
Best villain.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No.
I have a whole theory that they're he's Eurasia.
Oh.
What he is Eurasia. Yeah. Okay, but yeah. Even the Dino Charge big bad is kind of fun, but like
Dino Charge, I feel like I at least know Dino Charge is kind of a weird in the Neo Saban era. It kind of is set aside. It's like the best of it.
Was Dino Charge Sledge, right?
Sledge was
Sledge, Sledge was fun,
and then
but like
Heckle was
Super Dino Charge was just falling apart, man. Like I don't know, it was meh.
It's just the whole idea of like them separating it into 2 seasons to me it's like just do a full. I mean, I understand they were stretching it out to 2 years instead of 1, but it's like it makes like Super Super Dino Charge. I feel like it was fine if they had just been one. It was just one continuous season.
Well, continuous season, and not like a different bad guy, different themes, more rain. I don't know, man. That was super weird. That the more Rangers thing was strange.
Did you not like that? I kind of liked it.
It was fine, but like I don't know, man. Like I don't feel like it needed to happen.
I just like the fact that they used outside the main core colors.
Yeah. I did like Albert showing up. At like 90, having the Dino Gym, be like, I am 90 and I've been 90 for 50 years. I am done. Let me die. I hurt.
Yeah.
That was great.
Dino Charges, I don't know. That's just, for some reason, the Neo Saban era is kind of rough to me, but that one season, it's like, good season. Mm-hmm. Good characters.
Diamond in the rough, yeah.
I think that... I like Kendall a lot. I think that she's a fun character.
You know what? It's a Dino Gym in the rough.
Yes.
Yes. An inner gym in the rough. Yeah.
Okay.
There you go, buddy. Got it.
But the I think they had a great comedic thing going between Coda and Ivan. Yeah. It's like they got this guy talking as a caveman, they have a guy talking as this knight from it's like it just comedically worked really well. And but they were also, both of them were like funny, but they were also like both 2 of the best fighters, like in their own ways. Yeah. So
Coda was like the
you also had Shelby, who was like super duper smart.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And even who was the main? Who's Red Ranger? Who was that guy?
Tyler.
Tyler. He was fun.
He's like the goofiest Red Ranger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he's still really big in the community. Like he's really big still in the community, and like he's having fun with it. He's having a great time, and he was. I feel like he was a goofy Red Ranger, but he still had a lot of leadership qualities.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's good,
and he did a great job, all in all. But he was such a goofball. I loved him, and he was such a weirdo. Like in the series of Red Rangers we've had up to him, he was the weirdo, and I loved it.
Yeah, he's definitely like the silliest Red Ranger. Like just in his humor and the way he kind of goes about,
carries himself and stuff. But he's a good leader.
Yeah,
fun. And the fact his dad was also a ranger as well, that was like parental like rangership.
Yeah.
It was weird that his dad was also like 20 and he was 20.
But they explained
but it was a Dino Gem.
Yeah,
the Dino Gem stuff like that. But like,
you're like, hire another actor. Nah.
Yeah, right.
This works.
I still that was really funny where he's like, Dad? It's like, son?
I love how they played into that his dad was trapped in Fury, but it turned out to be Ivan.
Yeah.
They were trying to. It was like, it's my dad. No, it's Ivan. Some dude who speaks British, old British. I like the Ivan, like Ivan's warriors that show up.
Yes,
his comrades. That was fun.
He's a great character. Okay, so here's this. You might find this ridiculous, but they have the whole Xandar. The Knight of Xandar, and then the Prince of Xandar, and everything being a ranger. Xandar is so typically like it in all those like romantic like Christmas movies or like they always make up like Hallmark Princess movies. Diaries like Aldovia or like they make up these horror. Xandar to me is like one of those names. Like it sounds so made up, and I'm like, I would love if Netflix just said, you know what, let's do one of those really cheesy Hallmark Christmas movies.
Oh God!
But it's just Xandar, and it's like, here's my premise. I don't know if I've told you this or not. It's the Prince of Xandar has to get married, or else he can't be the king, and so he just calls up Kendall and invites her to come to like a Christmas thing, but it's actually a wedding, and he's like, listen, I gotta get married. You obviously are like doing your own thing. So like, let's just get married. And then like, I can be the king and you can go back to your thing and we'll just be
it's like, you want unlimited funding for all your research?
Yes. That's what I'm thinking.
Like
and then just have
clearly,
go
like clearly I'm gay, but I need something. I need a lady here to help me.
And then
you're going to be my beard.
Yes. And then just have all the Power Rangers there and don't even morph. Just have it be an awful Christmas movie. But
God,
just
like a really, really, really bad
just
one.
A really cheesy one.
Like they're
and like all the Rangers there, like even the guy who plays Zenoweek is dead, but like have the suit there, Zenoweek.
Just have them all there.
Just stand them back.
And then even better, just have the suits there. No actors aside, just have them on like Target mannequins.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Do the Cobra Kai thing where you have the toys in the background.
Oh yeah.
Oh, did they do that?
Yeah, and
there's a couple scenes where like there's the lightning collection in the background.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
It's season. Yeah, this last season had a couple.
Oh man, I missed it. Yeah, I just think that's one thing I think if Netflix would take Power Rangers as seriously as like Marvel or something and be like, hey, let's use this to like I mean, that's a silly example, but if they made like an animated kids show, like,
oh my God, hold on,
man,
like
if they would have gone like the same like lengths they went with Voltron and Star vs. Evil and She-Ra, I think it would do super well.
Yeah.
What about like a whole Marvel Phase 1 kind of thing, like a 10 years, and then at the end it's like the Captain America fight scene and stuff,
Yeah.
Endgame.
Captain America fighting Captain America.
Yep. Dude.
Well, like I can see the new like a stage 1 like phase 1 Power Rangers like, and like it would be a full on reboot though. Like that's the thing. Like or they would continue on from what they have now, and like maybe Cosmic Fury is stage 1.
Yeah, I mean, they're planning on developing this. I know, so I hope
it's Hasbro. They're gonna run it to the ground.
Yes. Yeah.
And you know what? I'm all for that. It's about time someone tried to.
Well, right. Well, they have Transformers, and they did a full reboot with Transformers multiple times. So,
dude, not to go off topic, but the Netflix, they did like the 3-part, like the trilogy.
Yes. Oh my God. That was great.
I'll be honest. I'm not a gigantic like Transformers fan, but I am a huge Beast Wars fan. Yeah. I freaking love Beast Wars. And I was like, they should have given the Beast Wars people way more airtime.
Oh yeah,
they're kind of like, hey, remember these? Yeah, go buy the toys. Back to the other storyline. Like that was kind of all it was. And
but it was such a great like little mini series. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it was good.
I feel like
it was super dark.
Hasbro actually does that, where like the Power Ranger toys, they'll just slap it on the table and be like, toy, buy.
Yeah,
and then you run out and buy it.
Dude,
it's a sad, vicious life out there.
I just look for excuses to get it. Like that's all I. My son?
Oh, no.
My son's gonna be the red Dino Fury Ranger for Halloween.
What are you gonna
be? I'm so pumped. And then I was.
Wait, did you go to Party City to get the $15 like replica sword?
Well, I'm like, well now I got to order the sword and the morpher.
Yeah.
Because I mean, come on. I mean, and so my wife's gonna be so pissed because she knows that's like $50. You know, she's gonna be like, "Why is this in our house?" And I'm like, he needed it for his costume. It's not my fault.
Oh, by the way, did you see the? You saw the. Okay, you saw the new suits, right, for Cosmic Fury, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you zoom in on the morpher for the new morpher, there's a ball in the morpher.
A ball in the morpher?
It's a Q.
Yeah, there's a ball in the back of the morpher. Like the morpher is no longer sticking off of their arm.
Yeah,
it's more of a on their wrist. Mm-hmm. Like remember the old Zeonizer was on the wrist.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, they don't have to spin it around, but there's a ball on it in the back of it.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's like the Sentai that they're going to use Zord footage off of. It has the ball, like that's how they do all the transformations. So I think I really hope they don't continue, just keep reusing the helmets for Dino Fury. Yeah. I want to see more new stuff, but I'm okay with it for now, but they're trying something new.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be okay if they, I don't know. I'm interested to see how they're going to do it. You know, this is, like you said, we were talking before, it's like, this is the first time the cast has gone, you know, to the next season or a third season.
MMPR.
Yeah. And I mean, so, and at first, I got to be honest, at first I was kind of against it because I'm like, no, don't like, because the fact is like the storylines I think did improve when they started doing one shot seasons because they would have arcs and it was like, we got to end this arc by the end of the season. You know, there's no like dragging it out. Yeah. But I feel like
there's no 15 seasons of Tommy.
Yeah. And I mean, because when you really look at it, not to get harping on Tommy again, but it's like Tommy really did not have any character development. He was just like the cool guy, and he just remained the cool guy, and that was it. And then
he found out he had a half brother. That's about all he found out.
You know,
a lot of people right now are saying like, "Don't Mega Force my Cosmic Fury." You know.
Yeah.
So,
but
we'll see what happens.
I don't think so.
I mean,
for a little
it's
bit.
Gonna be 10.
Can you watch Dino Fury and say they're even close to Mega Forcing this?
Oh God, no!
You know,
they're way better.
No, I mean, for God's sakes, they've done a good job.
They are doing toy grabs, but it's not blatant in your face toy grabs. Like they're not. It's like, oh, that's fun. Like every episode, I did not go like there was the whole season. There's not one episode I actually hate.
Yeah.
There's one episode I'm not super happy about, but the rest of it, super. It's someone with Aeon got like a big head.
Yeah,
and, like was like, oh, I'm the gold. That was annoying, but it makes sense for his character and how he was acting.
Yeah,
because he came on being like, I want to be the leader of the team. You screwed up. I know what I'm doing. I know how good I am. I know what I was awoken for. Like I was told why I was awoken. Voila.
Yeah.
So it makes sense for him. But I don't like those kind of episodes anyways in like series because it's super annoying. Right. But it does make sense for his character, and he turns it around really well at the end of the episode.
Right. Yes. Well, and I think he's still, because I don't know, he still comes off a little arrogant, like even by the end of the season. And I think, but you know, Ollie's kind of come around.
Yeah, Ollie came around,
and Amelia's figured out who she is, and Izzy and Javi have both kind of gotten their stuff together. Their family,
I'm telling you, I know they were evil at one point, but like them sitting there at that table, like, man, mom and dad's kind of fun. That oh my god, that was because up to that episode they were just harping on their parents all the time.
Well, I gotta be honest. I mean, Warden Garcia. As far as his relationship with Javi, holy cow, is he like an awful dad?
So the warden,
him.
Warden completely 180s in the whole series from episode 1 to the last one. And I absolutely love it. Yeah,
he's such a he even tells Izzy that, like, you know, I screwed up with you. I'm sorry. Yeah. Like, he's like, I'm not going to make the same mistakes, because he kept pressuring her to do all the sports stuff. He's like, I pressured into sports things. I know that might not be he was like, I know you're not, like, I don't know what's going on. It's not my place to ask you what's going on.
Yeah.
But I'm here when you need me. And I'm like,
and the mom,
I know.
Parental advice.
The mom had a really touching moment too when they had that prom. She was like,
yes.
The sweet like moment
okay
with
to be you, and we will still accept you. And I love that.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
They did great. Oh, the one, as far as like nitpicking, the one thing I wish they would have done is that when she was telling Fern, that you know, like when she said, "and I love you too," and then she was like, "I didn't tell you." Oh my gosh, you're the Green Ranger. I wanted so bad for it to be where she says like, "I love you too," and then they're like, "Oh," and then like she gets on the bus, and then as the bus is leaving, she goes, "Wait, I never told you that," and then like turn around and see her like on the sidewalk
as the Green
and
Ranger,
realizing she's the Green Ranger. I just wish that would have happened, because I'm like, that would have been a little more dramatic.
Been emotionally like, that would have hurt. But it was. I like the fact she's like, "Oh wait, I'm a smart cookie. I know it's happening."
I wish
that was a sweet moment.
Yeah, I just kind of like it would have been a little cute. I think it would have been a little more like touching if it was delayed a little bit.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, but I did like the fact that, you know, she told her partner that she was the Green Ranger.
Yes, without
and like Javi and Izzy get along pretty well now, and like they had their differences, but they get along.
Mm-hmm.
The dad did a full 180. The mom's been supportive. Ollie had his moment with his mom about having a girlfriend. Like, you know, he didn't want to hang out with his mom anymore, and his mom's like, "Dude, what's going on?" And then like, she's like, "Oh, okay, I get it. You're good. I get it. I still want to have our moments." So I was like, "What is going on?"
I also like,
and then like what's the android dinosaur name?
Solon.
When Zato gets hurt, she's like, "My boy."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh man, parental like damage."
Well, they're hitting, because I mean, you know, it's really, honestly, I've had such an amazing time, because like I have a 2.5-year-old, and we're watching Power Rangers together, and so all these parental like storylines. I mean, it's hitting. I mean, I have kids now, so it's like it's hitting me. You know, it's like, wow,
bragging about how he has kids, so it's childless couples.
I'm sorry.
You know what? Peel that sticker off. Peel the gold star.
I'm sorry.
You're getting a frowny. You're getting a frowny.
And
pumpkin.
You were so close to having a pizza party.
Oh,
dang it!
But yeah, like the parental stuff, man. Like the parents coming in,
like in the series, where Ion would go out and do adult things like buy clothes, food. He put more enthusiasm in something that's more mundane to us.
Right.
Oh yeah. Like that's the fish out of water story, but like not boring.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
he's just curious about things. He's like, I want to know more about this because it looks kind of fun. He opens his own restaurant that cooks his home stuff, home food. Yeah, Flurgan. Dang it, man! That was a great ending scene. But yeah, like parent, and I like the fact Zato in the first episode, the first episode with Zato's standing there, and they tell him he's 65 million years old. Man, I cannot talk. They tell they're like, you're 65 million years old. Everything you know and love is dead.
Yes.
He takes a step back. You can see him processing. Yeah. He's like, we can't do anything about that now. Let's just keep going.
Yeah.
I got to process this later.
That's what, now I know if this happened, people would get really upset because they don't like when Power Rangers have weaknesses.
Yes.
But that's what I love. I would love if just at some point when they're getting really like beaten, like Zato has a moment where he just breaks down. Like not even in front of the rest of the team, but like he misses his family. He does, he has these new people, moment, but he has lost everything in his world.
He actually does it.
Well, there's an episode where he can't sleep. Like, okay, so like there's an episode where Ion can't sleep, and he's like walking around the base and stuff, and Zato is there. He's like, you can't sleep either, can you?
Oh yeah, that's true.
And I was like, why can't you sleep? And Zato's like, don't worry about it.
Well, in the second half of the series, you do see Zato break down in the Zord whenever they find Ravcon, and it ultimately gets destroyed in front of his eyes.
Right, yeah.
And he breaks down. He's like, that was the last of what we knew.
Yeah,
that was it. That's the last bit. Yeah, no, dude. Zato and Ion's lost so much.
Yeah.
Oh man, they're just brutal characters.
And then when the Ravconians come to Earth, they're like, "Oh yeah,"
and they're not good
and you're
guys.
Like, "Oh,
my
you're
God.
like, oh, freaking sweet, this is cool." And they're like, "We want to take over Earth." Oh, what?
You're like, wait,
they bamboozled us. Yeah,
like no, and then Hot Pot gets hurt, and I almost broke down, man. I was sitting, I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it.
I can't do it.
Can't hurt this old man.
Yeah,
the sweetest guy.
Yeah.
No. Dude took care of some dude, like some alien baby, man. No questions asked, just did it because that was the right thing to do. Because he did it, and she's like, "Why did you do it?" It's like, because they asked me to do it. And I'm like, damn.
I know. It really.
Damn it.
See, and that's what's so funny is that you really go back to some of these seasons, and there's some really dark things that like. Dude, I admit it. Like when I watch the finale of like Time Force, I'm not crying, I'm holding back tears because it is when like they're all screaming, like when he like locks them in the time machine and sends them off to the future, they're like screaming to like let them out and let us out, and like we don't want to leave you. And it's like when you're an adult and you know what that means, it's like, oh my God, as a kid you're just like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it doesn't
but it's like
oh no, that's terrible. Why didn't they kiss?
But it's it kills you, especially you see like Trip yelling and screaming to like let us out, and like
the one who's like he doesn't let's see, he's the only ranger of that team who was like, I don't really want to be a ranger all that much.
He's like the childhood. He has that sort of childhood wonder about him.
Like as a kid, you don't have a lot of responsibilities and you just kind of like fly under the radar. But as you grow up, you rewatch these seasons, and with more experience in your own life, you can actually pinpoint more like darker sets.
Well, like heck, in space, where and just have to kill Zordon, and you're like, wait, he's like, I don't want to do this, but he's like this. He fought up and down to try to save this floating head of the jar, and like the one thing that could have brought everything back to normalcy. Yeah.
So
and he had to kill
that's actually a good point, because as a kid, it was just a scene to us. Like, but as we got older, it's like, look at the struggle Andros is having right now.
And then Dark Ecliptor, who's like, who tries to save Astronema,
and saves his friend.
And not like he treated her like his daughter. Like he was like, you're my daughter. I raised you from a child, and I love you. And like love has no good or bad. It's love. And I'm like, damn it. So
it's just,
and then
there's so many things, and that's why like when I look at a character like Zato, I'm just like, man, he's gone through a lot, which he's such a happy person typically. But as that like,
oh man, what if like next season he has PTSD or something like that, because he's already died. He's already died. Like I want him to be sitting there like later, like in the season, be like sitting there, just be like, dude.
What if he was like,
I died?
He was in a morphing grid. What do you call it? Purgatory.
Purgatory.
Yeah.
Morphing, and then he gets morphed out of there by the morphing masters later on. Because
what was that precedent for all the Rangers who died beforehand to be like in stasis?
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's why some of them can be at like the legendary battle because they have some sort of, place in the morphing grid that they never truly are gone.
Right. They don't ever really move on. Like I know all living things end up in the morphing grid anyways. Like all life energy ends up in the morphing grid, blah, blah, blah. But do they just never get to move on? Are they stuck there?
Well, we can understand that the Zeo Rangers kept their powers, but like kept them dormant. So when they came back, they were the actual original. So could that be possible with like the other teams? That's the
teams that didn't give up their powers, maybe yes. Like Lightspeed Rescue, anything but Dino Thunder, Ninja Storm, like anything but those two.
Well,
and Dino Charge.
This just made me think. I wish I had thought of this before we were talking, but that made me think because how the heck does Kendrix come back from the dead?
Oh, right.
Exactly. Like
it's just like Zato coming back. It's like, do Power Rangers technically, can they never die?
Oh,
like
God.
Or they do die, they're just stuck in purgatory forever.
They become force ghosts, and then they just kind of like can reanimate into like...
That's a solid point. Like, holy God.
That's technically immortality at that point, but is it worth the immortality at that point? Like, you're going to watch all your friends die and move on.
Everything.
Yeah. You'll never be able to connect with them ever again.
Is it like Highlander? Like, where you have to have a horrible death?
Yes.
If you just have a normal death, you won't become a Highlander, but or you won't be immortal. But
you have to die in hollow ground or something like that.
Yeah, you have to
decapitation on hollow ground.
You have to die, like you have to die in battle, and that'll like you'll become disconnected to the morphing grid forever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks.
Maybe
that got dark quick.
That's so rough, man. Like he gives up everything so many times.
Yeah, he has nothing.
Zato, man, like. I feel like they're setting him up for like something big later. Like they're setting him up for something very big. Because a character doesn't just die that many times without something big happening.
Yeah.
Especially for him.
He is becoming a pretty amazing Red Ranger. Like, I mean, only time will tell because people don't, they don't want to say whoever the current person is like the best.
Right.
Yeah. He's giving Wes a run for his money. Like he's giving Wes and Carter a run for his money, and if this continues, I'm pretty sure he's going to give Jason a run for his money as well.
Yeah.
I absolutely love Russell Curry's voice as well because it's very hard to tell when he's actually speaking and when it's voiceover.
Yeah, it's very hard. Yeah. Oh my goodness, he's good. Now my question is, what's going on with Alan's voice? The guy who does Alan's voice, it always feels like he's doing voiceover.
He's forcing that accent because.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where's he? Do you know where he's from?
He's from Houston, and I've heard him actually talk, and like he has an actual Texas accent, and then he has a Houston accent.
No kidding.
Okay.
So that accent that he has in the show is very forced. Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense because every time I hear him, I'm like, that's a very, very forced like kind of accent. But I always feel like he's doing voiceover with it as well. Like it's. Like he spoke in the episode where they cut his lines out and they just redubbed them over.
To an interview with him, he's like very Texas.
I got to listen to an interview. I didn't know that. That's funny. Yeah, I know Russell Curry he's good. Like he's done a lot of stuff before he got on Power Rangers. Like he did a lot of producing and things like that. So he's pretty well versed in this.
Apparently,
industry.
Izzy was a really popular actress too before she got a Power Ranger role. Or what's her name?
Tessa.
Yeah.
She studied in. I only know this stuff because I've done like 5 breakdown videos of like the first 5 episodes of Dino Fury, and I go way too far in depth because if I went less in depth, I could actually do more episodes, but I like go way over the top. But she studied in like LA for acting, and then she's been in a couple movies like before this. And actually one of the movies she was in, or one of the shows she was in, the actress who played Fern was in it.
Oh, so wow. Oh,
but New Zealand, dude, all those people, they're like, there's only so many things in New Zealand. So like those people are in a lot of stuff together.
Yeah. Like they know each other by the end of like when they get done.
The following message is from the Red Cornish Ranger, and said of my own... No, I'm going to say it. Said of my own free will. If you're enjoying what you're listening to, then why not check out the other podcasts on the Zero to Hero network, such as Storytime with Cosplay Dude 637, Fairy Tale, the audio drama, Baker Ranger Movie Talks, and the exceptionally brilliant and intelligent... No one's going to believe this, you do know that. Okay, fine, just stop poking me with that. The exceptionally intelligent Billy and his sidekick Jim on the Zero to Hero podcast. Also, if you would like intelligent and mind-blowing conversation, then join the Discord. And no one's going to believe... All right, I'll say it. Join the Discord for all the fun and intelligent conversation you can possibly get. Now back to our scheduled program. Intelligent... Seriously, what were you thinking? No!
Zato, man, Zato himself, or Russell Curry, like, there's so much emotion behind him.
Yes,
he's like, you could like, I know he's acting, but man, like, you feel like there's something else going on behind the scenes the entire time. Like, every time he's talking, every time he's looking off in a distance, he does that 10,000 yard stare a lot.
Yeah.
We're like staring off distance while he's talking. Even when he's like his happy moments, he's still doing that stare where he's just like, is he okay?
Yeah.
He's not okay. He's not okay, but like he's okay. And then like the my boy thing. Oh my god, that I was watching it, like he gets hit and she's like, my boy, and I'm like, oh
yeah. I know, it's like there, and that's the thing is, I mean, they don't play it off super emotional, but it is like, I mean, he's lost everything, everybody he knew, his team is all dead. I mean, it's like, and that's
the one left is Ion, and Ion's like, nope, you're an idiot.
Yeah, and Ion's,
like he's the one who okayed the Sporex, man. Like he's the one who was like, this is okay, like it's gonna be okay, and like everything's gone because of him.
Right.
And he's like, just brutal.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Just hurts every time I think about it. I'm like,
Yeah. It is. It's just, I don't know. It's crazy. It's a lot of...
I want him to have a happy ending. Like, I really do. Because, like, this first ending he got was him killing himself. Self-sacrifice to save everyone else. And that was brutal. And I hope he gets a really good happy ending at the end of the series. Because he really deserves one.
Yeah. No,
he has no love interest. Like, nothing. And he's...
Well, and that's...
His mom is gone.
I don't know what they'll do, if they'll give him a love interest or if they will just... I mean, the thing is, you could give him a love interest, or if he just remained like his life is protecting others, and and it just kind of, that's the way it ends. I mean, that would kind of be super depressing / epic, in like a way. I don't know.
Like, I feel like Hasbro's not going to do that. I feel like they're going to give him something at the very end. Like, I really wanted him to like have a montage of him falling in love with someone, or him doing something that's like not being a ranger for 10 minutes. Like him going off the rest of his life and doing something, like how Captain America had that moment at the very end of the end game.
Right.
Where he's like, you gotta tell me what happened? No, I won't. Don't worry about it. I had a good time. Something like that. Something just kind of wraps it up and you're like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, it would be interesting. If him and this Lauren from Samurai could get together, that would be cool, because both of them just their whole life is dedicated to training, and it'd be
kind of funny if Lauren showed up in this next season and like they're doing stuff on Earth or something like that. And Lauren's like, "You guys are the new Rangers, right? Well, I'm the Red Samurai Ranger from my family, and I have the most power for my family.
Yeah,
you guys need some help with something?
I'm just
okay." Yeah. Oh, see what you're gonna say.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I've in all my research, I did a video called it was like Power Ranger crossovers where it's just actors doing like movies with other Power Ranger actors, and there's a lot. Kimberly Crossman, who played Lauren, is in a lot of stuff, and she's just fun. I don't know. She's just like I have kind of fell in love with her, just all her stuff.
No, that's totally fair. I think I told you already what happened with the comics. Like Lauren and Jason were like falling in love, and the writers were like, "Oh wait, yeah, Jason's like 15 and Lauren's like 22. We can't do this."
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that last time because that I don't know what all happened with that because it's strange. Now here's the question: we were saying this is, would you rather Zato have a beautiful ending where like he finds, he falls in love with someone, gets to live a life
or something,
in happiness, or would it be more poetic if he just his life was him on his own defending the universe forever until he dies?
Or Rocky Theory or like Tommy Theory.
I would love a story where he stumbles upon probably a colony of Rathconians under attack or something, and then turns out the girl that he will end up marrying is a part of them.
Ah, nice.
Yes. And then I don't know, maybe.
Well, the Rathconians are scavengers. I don't know, man. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know how that would work, but yeah. Shit.
Your mother. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I feel like probably like that's probably what's going to end up happening. Like some variation of that, where he gets some kind of happy ending or some variation of that. But I don't want him to. I don't want him to be a Rocky theory. Like our whole theory for Rocky is the fact that he goes out to the universe and like defends the universe from the Machine Empire, and like that's a depressing life.
Yeah,
I would love a closure on Zato and Ion at the same time, as they were both from the same planet and they fought for the same deal, the Knights.
Yeah. Like I guess them like growing old together or something like that, like being really close friends for the rest of their life or something like that.
Maybe like they lay the swords down and live a peaceful life as
walk
humans.
away for a little bit and just be like, I'm done. Like we're done. We're good. Or they walk away and then they come back like a couple years later going, well, we're doing what we gotta do. Something like that. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. Maybe they get a call to arms.
Yeah. Or they start leading the next Rathconian soldiers or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Be kind of cool.
Well, we did see that they are very skilled with swords.
Yeah.
Yep. Taking the Sporexes without having a morph. Yeah, they're total badasses over there. Mm-hmm. Though they never had a Ranger team. The Rangers only showed up when the Morphin Masters gave them the morphers on Earth.
Yes. Yeah.
What if Earth is like the center point of the morphing grid?
I wouldn't doubt it. I'd feel like it would be the nucleus of it.
I mean, we haven't stumbled upon any other planets that have like generations upon generations of
Lost
Rangers.
Galaxy.
I mean,
the Lost Galaxy had
it. They had those, but they weren't like there wasn't a constant team on the planet. It was like when they're needed. Aquitar but like they don't. Aquitar just has the one set of Rangers.
The Triforians had Trey.
That's true, but like none of those have like Earth has how many Ranger teams of completely different origins and different themes or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah,
so that's why I wonder like how many of them are from other places.
Fair. Yeah, I totally get that.
I also want to know like as on Earth are they isolated events too? Because like Grid Battle Force had their whole thing isolated to them basically. The Sporix is for Dino Fury, Angel Grove.
Michael, how many times has this been repeated? That's the question. Like, so say like Morphex, like battle grid. They're trying to do the Morphex thing. How many times has that actually been like repeated across the universe?
Because history repeats itself.
Like, there's a theory, like, you know, everything is possible within the universe. Everything is possible. Like, there's a whole entire, like, theorize there's planets with donuts that are shaped like donuts. No core, but they're shaped like donuts and stuff. So, like, maybe this has already happened before. Maybe we might come across, like, another ranger, like, species or another ranger-esque morphing master or something like that. And, like, yeah, hey, guys. Well, we've already dealt with our own Zed, so let's help you with yours. Or something like that.
So someone proposed a question about Triforians. They were saying it was Trey, like theoretically, was Trey the only ranger from Triforia, or did they have their own Zeo Rangers there? But I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know, because he never talks about it being like something that is common on his planet.
Yeah.
Now he does say that the Zeo Crystal, they tested on it, and they made the Super Zeo Gems, and they were able to make the Warrior Wheel. Now, what doesn't make you think that they could have a like a beefed up military, like super soldiers?
Yeah.
Or a coinless universe, right? Like military, like where you're gonna have rangers or something like that. Hence why his power was kind of weak. Not like okay, so like Trey has had the Zeo powers for a while, Zeo powers for a while, but like they weren't like killing him.
Yeah,
like they were for Jason. So maybe like the powers are being like siphoned off to other places.
Dun,
dun, dun.
It's
what's okay. Here's I don't know if this is a good, but what is one thing like with all the stuff in the Power Ranger universe, especially because there's a lot of lore in I mean. Like Mechanic was from the Lion Galaxy, and there's all these different things. What's one thing you want to see in Cosmic Fury referenced? If not like completely a whole episode on, but
I want the Triforians, man.
Triforians.
Yes.
Yeah, we want the Triforians. Like we want more information on the Zeo.
Yeah.
Yes, I kind of want to see more of that.
Like, I want to see the Aquatarian suits again, but I don't want to hear that freaking voice.
I hate that voice, but I would love to see the Aquatarians.
Okay, so we had a discussion a few weeks ago about this. Who would make the best evil ranger?
Ooh, yes.
Oh, best evil ranger.
Like, they're good, but they have real good potential to being evil.
Like, you just mean out of all the rangers, who would have been the best evil ranger?
Yes.
Yeah, which one will you be like, wow, they're that's evil?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good... I mean, I
got one that's gonna blow your mind.
One's gonna blow my mind. I mean, I feel like I'm answering way too cliche, but like Cam would be pretty scary because he's so smart and he's also so skilled. Like people don't realize. I mean, he's one of those that is very underrated, and people don't realize how good at martial arts he really is and how strong he really is.
Yes, yes.
And I mean, he could probably take Tommy. I mean, he's grown up in him,
He's also weight trained too, because that armor vest that he wears is like that.
Right. He's breaking granite, like unmorphed. Yeah. Come on, man. Like he's doing good. He's doing fine.
And so he would be pretty scary because he would be so intelligent that he could play mind games. He could mess up their systems. He could do literally anything.
A competent Draken.
Yeah, he could do anything to destroy him. But is there someone you were thinking of?
I got one that's gonna be like what?
I would think In Space Silver.
Zane.
With Zane, because he comes out of that tube, right? He could have developed amnesia somehow. But Jim also had a good point that he does date Astronema.
Yes.
And she could have brainwashed him, but he was very overpowered for.
Yeah, there's a whole like 10-minute segment in that episode where Billy's like trying to like make it work, and I'm like, dude, he did astronomy. He's like, damn it.
Oh yeah, I was like, why did I not think about that?
Yeah. I got a phone. Chip, Mystic Force.
Yeah, Chip would be good.
Think of it like this: the Mystic powers have no limit, right?
Yeah, they really don't.
You can go on forever, and he's such a hero, right? He's the hero.
Yes, he is.
If you can warp his idea of the hero and make him evil, ooh, he would just go to town.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would have a field day.
He would be, yeah.
He's the hero type, but if you could warp him into like a dark paladin, he would just have a field day.
Yeah.
What if Trey What if Trey for Triforia went dark?
Well, he already has the black suit on, so I don't know, man. Maybe.
Oh God, okay, I knew you would say that too.
I don't know, buddy. I don't know, man. Like, it's kind of dark, but he's got gold on.
I mean, hell, all he'd have to do is bring Pyramidas and just wreck shop.
Just land it somewhere. It just ruins everything it touches.
Yeah.
I feel like Trey Triforia, like if he got the Zeo powers, like he got the rest of the Zeo crystals, could destroy Earth. Like could destroy almost all life on any planet that's not
it's pretty powerful.
Like him.
Yeah.
Because he could just sit there and irradiate the world with the Zeo energy and just let people die.
Mm-hmm.
He can handle the Zeo
powers.
Yeah,
he's perfectly fine with the Zeo powers. Completely fine with his physiology. His physiology is completely okay with it.
Yeah.
But single being people are not okay with it. And it only took Jason how long? Maybe a few weeks, maybe a few months.
Yeah.
To almost succumb to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's completely fine.
I hate how they don't give like a specific time period with that. They just kind of like do episode by episode, but they don't give you a time period between the episodes.
Yeah. I know some people get mad at me for this, but I always, on my theory videos and stuff, I always go off of air dates. It's like, hey, this was a week or whatever. I mean, I know sometimes the episodes might be over the course of a couple days or something, but it's just the only way. I mean, you just can't, there's no way to officially figure out how many days something has been, Yeah,
they start like MMPR season 1 in high school, and they end Turbo in graduation. That's 4 years maximum.
Yeah.
They weren't freshmen in high school either.
Yeah. Yeah, when I
don't know, man.
They have that episode where it's like, Billy, you've graduated early. It's like, well, he's been going to high school for like 8 years. Well, not 8 years, but it's like,
I don't know, guys. I feel like I graduated a little late, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah.
Don't worry, get your Rolodex out, and we're gonna get your K-Pro out too. We're gonna check these grades, bro.
Oh, so also in Jungle Fury, here's another one for you. So in Jungle Fury, the Spirit Masters, right? The 3 Spirit Masters.
Yeah.
They were able to control them from a distance as like avatars. Mm-hmm. Do you think other Rangers could have been avatars to their suits and their power?
Like they could have given those powers to somebody?
Well, I mean, as in like they were put like a morphing grid stasis.
Yeah, the human body's not in the suit. The suit's by itself.
Like the suit's by itself, and they're avataring their suit, their power.
That's a good possibility, but they required the Kraken eyes to do it. Those globe things, they required those to actually manifest the suits and stuff.
But you bringing that up, that just made me think. But of course, they're not Power Rangers though, so I guess it doesn't matter. But the fallen masters that they go into the afterworld and they get the Zords from them.
Oh,
they come back at the end. They're just like, yeah, we just came through the portal and now we're here.
Oh God!
Like, whoop, hey guys.
Okay.
But then again, Paishwa isn't necessarily Power Rangers though, because RJ is the one who developed that. So
yeah, the Paishwa masters are in a cult.
Yeah. Well, I did a video on how Jungle Fury is a pretty outstanding season and how well it's written and everything. And when you realize there's only 4 Paishwa masters at that point, because Master Mao died or whatever, and then it's the Master Fant, Master Finn, and Master Swoop, and then it's RJ, and it's there's only 4 of them. That's the only ones left.
It was only 4 generations.
Yeah. Well, Dominic wasn't a master.
Yeah, he wasn't. Yeah. Which is why I like Dominic so much, is that he's just I have no desire to become a master. I'll kick butt with you guys and fight off bad guys. I'm good with that.
But you want me a
master?
The
master
no,
thing.
I just want to enjoy my life, guys. I'm out of the cult.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't need that.
Yeah.
When I get out, they pull me right back in.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, or to have that whole scene from Wolf on Wall Street. I ain't going nowhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks again, guys, for listening to this episode of Zeo to Hero, and I want to thank Casey for coming on. late night with us, and definitely, man, we could talk forever with you, man.
Yes.
Definitely.
Too much fun, guys.
So, yeah.
Don't you lie to us.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Don't you put...
Did my eyes shift to the left?
Oh.
Is it left or right? I don't even know.
Don't you lie to these people who listen to the show. I don't know why they listen to it.
Hey, this is a wonderful program. Okay. Billy and Jimmy's mother says it's really fun. And it's great. You know? You keep it well censored, which is wonderful. It's, you know, the kids can listen to it. The adults can listen to it. You know, it's great. Paul Schreier can listen to it. You know,
Casey, this is going your obituary. You died.
Yeah. Yeah. I heard the Pope had us on in his place.
Allegedly, but I'd say that's a win. You know.
A super mega win?
A super mega win.
Casey, where people can find you at, man?
You can find me at Mighty Morphin Conspiracy Theories on YouTube. And then I did start a TikTok, which is Mighty Morphin Conspiracy. I believe because it wouldn't let me do enough. But yeah, no, I'm having a great time with it. Come check it out. Check out the theories. Fun videos.
You best believe it, bud.
All right, Billy, where can people find you at?
Oh, you can find us at Zeo
Nope.
Zeo to Hero across the board.
By the way, I bought the domain nopersonalplugs.com.
Yes. It redirects you. That's all it does.
Gets you right to it. Oh, we have a merch shop, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
we gotta get you a shirt out there, man.
You know, let us know if you want anything. We'll work something out with you.
Oh, sweet. I'll wear it on a video.
Yeah, dude.
That would make us so happy.
Yeah.
I would be grand from cheekbone to cheekbone, wherever that is.
I have the shirt up that says "Come at me, bro." From the Immortal Words of Zordon. Come at me, bro.
Yes.
Where do you guys sell your tea? Where are they on?
They're on our website.
Oh.
We host and everything.
Nice.
Yeah. So
yeah. And I have one, and I'll tell you right now, they're perfect. Yeah. They're really great shirts.
It's zeotohero.com/shop or shop.zeotohero.com. I think still works.
They're under $30.
Oh, that's not bad at all, dude.
Yeah.
Because I've bought a few things that they're pricey, you know, for like a Power Ranger jacket or something. It's like, man, that's a lot.
Do you want to be a hero, but you're not? Do you want to be a Jiro or a Kojiro, but you can't because you're not Japanese? Have you considered Zeo to Hero? Remember, heroes come and go. Idiots are forever. Jimbalee!
Yeah, you're top two right now, buddy. You're top two. You know,
really? Number one.